Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. My name is Matthew and today we're doing yet another Funko Pop review, and today it's going to be both Godzilla and Kong from the special edition Godzilla and Kong vinyl figure 2-pack from Funko Pop Movies, the Funko Pop Movies line. I'm going to be 100% honest. I was always trying to track this down, okay? In case you haven't watched my unboxing, which I highly recommend you do, I mentioned in the unboxing that I previously actually had another listing found. So, I messaged the seller saying, hey, can I get this? Or is it, available or something? And, they never responded. They actually looked at my message and that was it. So, unfortunately, I think someone else ended up buying it, which kind of sucks. But hey, I have it in my hands now. And I'm honestly really happy because now I have a Godzilla vs. Kong 2-pack Funko Pop set. Now, we're going to be going over both these figures in terms of a more brief discussion because I already talked about both of these figures, literally him yesterday and him a little while ago. I think it was like a week or two ago, actually. So both of them fairly recently, but, we'll get into it. So, first thing I want to discuss is, should we go over Kong? Actually, let's go over, Kong first, actually, yeah. Kong is made of a brown kind of plastic that has a lot of different types of, paint over top. It honestly just looks really neat. For the eyes, it's orange, which I don't understand why people take issue to this. This looks amazing for Kong. I like his orange eyes. But if they were colored something, say, purple, then I think I'd probably take issue. I don't know. Anything that looks like orange or black for Kong, I think would work. The paint on the scarring is alright, too. It also, fades out into, a brown kind of plastic. And the beard's really good too. Definitely well defined, but again, my biggest problem is the way the body is colored in comparison to the beard. Because, you have all this, and this looks good. But you have all this looks good, but the style changed. The beard wasn't really a highlighted thing in the movie. It was there, yes, but it was more of a design change, not a color change. This just makes it both. So I feel like if they were to take the beard color and put it on the rest of the body in addition to the beard, that would have been amazing. But no, they just kept it the same. Teeth look pretty dang good as well. Got some tongue on there, gums, the roof of the mouth, teeth. Fist looks pretty good too. And yeah, the feet look amazing. Fingernails and toenails. Pretty much anything you expect from Kong. Monkey booty. Surprisingly not that thick. Because you'd think Funko would actually make this monkey thick monkey. I don't know. At this point I'm just being wild. As animals can be. But yeah, I like the fur detail. I really like the fur detail on the arms. I think I forgot to mention that. But I think the detail on the arms and on the upper part of the abdomen is where it's best, and maybe the beard. Everywhere else kind of feels a little mellow by comparison. But again, if I feel like if it had more of this wash in color, it would have popped really well. So, yeah, this is just amazing. Also, for articulation, kind of articulation at the head. Although, if you hold him by the head, you can get the body to move. So, is it articulation for the head, or is it articulation for the body? I'll let you guys debate that. And here we have Godzilla, which is probably the thing that most of y'all just showed up for. Like I said, Godzilla himself is sculpted and painted beautifully. Lots of colors going on with him. I definitely do think he got the better treatment against the Kongs, because again, Kong had that color on the beard, but this kind of color and dry brushing is all throughout the body. Everywhere. It's not just one solid flat color. It's actually all over the place. And this just looks amazing to me. I will admit that, there's not much they could have done else, because like you have the nice little gray and blue kind of dry brushing, and then you have the gray coloring to fill it in, plus the black coloring on the nails, claws, toenails, and fingernails. It just looks beautiful, and the dorsal fins especially, they really look decently accurate to the movie. They're not 100% accurate, but then again, Funko Pops, since when are Funko Pops accurate? Like, at all, ever. Maybe unless the character itself looks like a Funko Pop, then Funko picks up the license and does it. I think that would be, I think that's fair enough. So, also Godzilla doesn't really feature any posability, like his teeth and everything. And both of them just look cute together. So, I definitely do think Godzilla here, alright, I definitely do think Godzilla here is the better figure of the two. I do enjoy Godzilla more than Kong, but that's only because, like, if Kong was had a bit more of the same kind of color treatment Godzilla got for the same price point, that would have been better. I honestly do think that. Not to mention, Godzilla's a bit of the more bigger figure because of his stance, and he's a bit more chunky boy. And I understand, Kong is not all that massive compared to Godzilla. Yeah, maybe in terms of, like, body girth, he has Godzilla beat out because, like, he has those really wide, massive shoulders. Well, Godzilla really is only wide in terms of, like, his waist, if they're, like, standing head on. But, like, in terms of overall body girth and body mass, Godzilla's got Kong beat out any day of the week. But you might think that I'm done with the review, right? We do size comparisons and that's it. Well, I actually want to talk about one thing. Its price. You see, Funko has a retail price for two pops, or these pops, at $10 and $10. That gives you $20, right? So you might think that this would run you 20, right? Well, actually, no. It runs you about 30, and I believe the only place you can get it, at least from what I've seen, is on Books A Million. Granted, mine doesn't have the Books A Million sticker, but that's probably only because it's probably like some sort of international version or whatever. Because I definitely do know for a fact that Books A Million isn't available to everywhere. Like, I think they're USA exclusive. So, like, if you live somewhere that's not the US and you want to get one, chances are you're probably going to wind up one without Books A Million sticker. Or does it have a Books A Million sticker? I imagine it does. But, yeah, this entire set is going to run you about $30, which, why is it $30? I get it, it's an exclusive, but, like, they couldn't have just, like, added a third monster. I know that's what they did for another pack, but we'll talk about that later. I definitely do think this should have been at very minimum $25, because it's $30, it's going to start going higher and higher on the aftermarket. I don't know if Books A Million still has this in stock, so if it does, definitely snag it while you can. Because this, in my opinion, is the best way to get started with your Funko Pop line. Because if you get both this and the third set, the second set, which features three, the Heat Ray Godzilla, Battle Axe Kong, and Mecha Godzilla, you're already at 5 pops, which, looking at the back, you already knocked out, like, I think 2/3 of the set. I can't do math all that well, so I'm sorry if I got that wrong. It's because you already knocked out him, and him. The only ones you'd have to get still would be him, and him, which these three are not featured in sets. They're featured as their own standard characters. I kind of feel bad for this Kong, They couldn't have just, like, that would actually be really cool. What they could have also done is, like, have 2 more of these packs. Not just, like, a 3-pack, but, like, have, we'll actually send this. Have, like, more packs like this. So we could have this one, and then we could have the Heat Ray Godzilla and the Battle Axe Kong, and then the Battle Scarred Kong and Mecha Godzilla. So that's 2 packs for $30 each, like, assuming that they would keep the retail price on that, for $30 each, and that would be $90 altogether, and you get 6 figures. Some of them are better painted than others, But granted, I think you'd be well satisfied. But honestly, you're just better off getting them individual because you'd only be spending $60 that way. So it's all about either the price you want them at or how fast you want them. Because if you want something much more fast effective, like to complete the collection as fast as possible, go with these packs. If you want something that's more cost efficient, avoid these packs and instead go for the individual ones. Because again, let's narrow this down, you're going to be paying $10 per pop, so I'll bring you 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. And then from what I remember, these guys are only like $30 each. So you'd be paying 30 and 30, so that'd bring you 60. That's $120 for the whole set, which given how detailed and how wide of a range there are in these 8 figures alone, that's a good set. I already have almost all of them. The one I'm missing is him, and I'm well satisfied with almost all of my figures. So at the end of the day, pick your poison, Do you want your Funko Pops as fast as possible, or do you want them as cost efficient as possible? But I guess let's round this off with some size comparisons with some of their Playmates counterparts, with the Playmates Godzilla and 2021 and the Playmates Kong 2021, which you're telling me these guys were the master license holders and Funko wasn't? That's just a whole debate for a different video. Also, yeah, look, this proves my point. Kong having orange eyes is good because we see it literally on the Playmates figure. Granted, it's nowhere as big as the Funko version, but like, dang, we get orange eyes Kong figures all the time. So for people to rag on the Funko line for doing that, it's just kind of weird to me. And I guess while I'm also here, here's some more Playmates offerings with some of the GVK ones, like the Battle Roar Godzilla, that can go. And can go. And the Playmates Kong Skull Island original version, which, just imagine a Funko figure that could roar. Funko, I'm telling you this right now. Make an 18-inch tall Godzilla and or Kong. Actually, make both of them 18-inch. And make it sound effects, please. Like, please, I'd pay top dollar if I had the choice to get one. And for another comparison, here they are with their NECA counterparts, with the NECA King Kong Skull Island. Not Kong Skull Island, it's just the Skull Island set. And the NECA Godzilla 2019 and 2014, which is my favorite figure in my entire collection. And honestly, the quality between these guys, definitely consistent, but also jarring. Also, just to throw them in here, Concrete Jungle King Kong. Oh yeah! So, do I recommend these two? Absolutely, kinda actually. I only recommend these to people that are looking for a faster way at getting Godzilla vs. Kong figures, or if you just want a box set with both Godzilla and Kong. Because I'm honestly just gonna say this, if you really want these two, I'd say go for the individual packs rather than the ones together. Because you're not only paying less, but I just also think that, you're not only just paying less, the consistency in terms of quality could also be better, because I've heard many reports of his color being much more of a color change, because you would have a black head and a very green body, but it can also be vice versa in terms of the quality, and not to mention, he can sometimes suffer from too much gloss, like in terms of the box set itself. While on the original versions, the quality remains pretty much consistent. The only quality control that I've really seen on the original versions is really only like the back of the head, but even then, that's the back of the head. You're not going to be displaying Godzilla like this all the time. You're going to have him sitting on a shelf, looking cute, like that. Maybe against your Kong, maybe against your other Godzillas. It doesn't matter. But that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out, everybody.